Greetings and welcome to Faction Masters Season 5, Game 21. One of our semi-final games. We will be seeing the Forged, played by SoopaSte123, against the High Elves, being played by DQI. And I am joined by SoopaSte for the commentary. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So, this game, I actually happened to end up with this matchup myself in a public game where I was the High Elves. I got totally demolished by Jexic. Do you think there's an advantage for the Forged in this matchup, or do you think is it more likely I'm just bad at High Elves?
It's really hard to say. I think the High Elves are an extremely complicated faction, so I was nervous going into this knowing how good DQI is, that I think I've won most of my games against High Elves in the past, but I've never gone up against someone who's an expert in it, and I think that makes all the difference.
Okay. Well, let's get started here. You see you're going first, and
Yep, my goal early on, I want to try to take out this Arbiter of Justice if possible. Or at least weaken it enough that I could take it out next turn with Forged in Flames.
interesting, you're using the attractability to jump backwards rather than forwards.
Trying to protect my guys, but yep, that
Yeah.
hurt. If I could still get them down to 2, then I can
Not a lot of
take them out
hits
with
on the first turn.
But yeah, bad dice first round.
And I see you built 3 cards for Magic.
Yep, try to discard heavy early. I know that Valyria can push the Arbiter piece and ping my Inventor from here, but I'm not too concerned about 2 damage. It's usually easy enough to protect the Inventor.
Okay. Got the forward gate there. I think the High Elves like being able to position their new forces in pretty quickly, as well as some protection for Valyria. And he dumped most of his hand also, just kept the Oblige. Built the Loyalty and the Liberty.
I would like to take out this Arbiter of Justice and protect my Ember Cog. That's what I want to do here.
Got it. Moving the mag cogs up into range here.
Trying to protect my Ember Cog from that side.
Okay.
Don't know he has the Oblige in hand, of course, but
This is a situation where I feel like he might have benefited from having a Arbiter of War, but he built that early. I guess there are more in the deck, but he did find a way to push another attack onto your Summoner. Didn't do any damage, however.
yeah, another 2 there I'm not too concerned with, but happy that he missed.
Using Oblige to protect his own Summoner, it looks like.
And then take out my Ember Cog. Protection was all for naught.
Yeah, but not the Blast Forge. That was an interesting choice.
It's not in a great position though. I'm going to move it and sacrifice it to try to provide some pressure here.
Okay. You do have a lot of magic built up, so that gives you a lot of options. Might even get that gate down if you have enough attacks left over.
Yeah, I think Ember Cog's the only unit I have in my hand this turn, so I can't, despite the magic, can't throw down 2 things. But the gate works.
Still a pretty effective turn. Took his units out. You got another gate down that's threatening the summoner there. Okay, and then going for the gate rather than attacking the summoner. That makes sense.
I get a little too cute here with the Magcog movement. That last one I probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah, let's see if he plays the Law of Sanctity here and just play with the attendant priests. You don't always need a lot of summoning spots to make things happen.
This pressure here blocking off my inventor is really well done and keeps me from applying more pressure on Valyria. Like if I were playing the High Elves, I would have done something silly like, you know, push the Magcog to kill it with Valyria rather than moving the priest. It's very good move.
And it looks like focusing on the inventor here again. Chance for 3 more dice. 2 more hits.
Yep, 6 is starting to get to the point I'm need to be a little cautious.
I mean, it's hard to play Forged.
Summon an Ember Cog.
Yeah.
And move it to try to, if I can take out this priest, then I'm nice and safe. Except Valyria could come and push my Ember Cog and then shoot me. I suppose. Getting 0 there is not great. But I can take it out here, and yet again, not the best dice.
Well, between your Ember Cog and Mag Cog, I think two layers of protection should be safe.
Yeah, I move in the Mag Cog. I don't like blocking off my inventor like this, but I'm afraid of the law of, what is it? The one that allows you to have versatile. With that, he could get 2 shots off potentially on my inventor in a row and end the game. So
yeah, I don't quite remember the name of that event either, but I'm sure it'll come up again here.
So now I can't move forward and punish Valyria. So.
Well, with Law of Sanctity active, it's... I mean, I suppose the way to punish would just be to summon a bunch of things all around it.
Law of Sanctity with Forged, because the Forged in Flames ability adds all that ping damage. You can do a lot of damage despite Law of Sanctity. Still, we have very aggressive great placement.
Yeah, but very easy for you to counter it here with that workshop and the Ember Cogs on either side. You know, I think the Mag Cog saw that Sanctity was active, figured I'm not going to bother rolling more than 1 hit. It would be a waste anyways. Finally, we see an Arbiter of War.
Yeah.
Starting to get the classic High Elf combo going here with the War in the back and Peace in the front. But Valyria just wading in, carving a swath, blocking off your gate. At this point, did you feel like you were backpedaling, or did you feel like everything was going to be okay?
I felt very, very under pressure, very backpedaling. Like I've mentioned it in my previous games, I like to be on the aggressive, on the aggression, and DQI kept me on my back foot this whole game.
And really, like, just smothering the edge here. You know, he could have... what I might have done, push the Ember Cog back to deal damage, but instead he pushes his Arbiter of Peace up to block this as a possible spot for you to place any units.
Yeah, so well played. That stops me from using Forged in Flames at all.
Well, you're slowly making progress on Valyria.
Yeah.
That are down to 9.
Damage adds up.
Yeah. And the Forged are certainly capable of a lot of burst damage if necessary. But with Sanctity running out, DQI is going to pull his summoner back.
Still clog things up really well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is starting to resemble
My own gate is blocking me quite a bit.
Yeah.
And if that had been a unit, I would be in a much better position here.
I was just going to say this unit placement is starting to resemble a more typical High Elves game, I guess. Let's see how far up you go. You've got 5 magic, so you could get some things down here. We haven't seen any barricades yet. Oh, Helmaw. Already. Well, I'm sure you'd love to reposition that workshop. Or maybe rescue the Ember Cog who's low. We'll see. Yeah.
Yep. No damage. Bad rolls.
I expect we'll be seeing a barricade here. Yep. Chipping away, down to 8.
Yep, I'm losing the econ game right now, but I'm hoping Helmaw can help catch me back.
Yeah. Yeah, with 9 health too, that's really gonna... It's gonna take a long time for him to take it down. We have not seen any new Arbiters of Justice summoned or DQI for the High Elves. I feel like that's a unit that could be very effective against the Forged, especially with Albus out there to nullify it on your own turn. But I don't think he's drawn very many of them.
This turn, I completely forget about Albus with the Sentry Cog.
Oops.
Yep, not my best. I think I'm limited with what units I have in hand, but I think, oh, this is a perfect location for a Sentry Cog, which it would be if Albus were not there.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about that workshop placement either. I use it to protect the inventor a little bit, but I think I should have placed it next to Helmaw here to get a little more damage on Valyria.
Well, 3 out of 3 is still, I mean, pretty good as it is, so...
Yep, and here I should have attacked the Arbiter of Peace, but I was thinking, if I get them both down to 1 health, the Sentry Cog will take them out. Law of Liberty, yes. Law of Liberty is really effective against the Forged because usually I'm not summoning units, I'm building them, and by that point I miss the move phase, so... That was the one thing going into this game I was wary of.
Nevertheless, surviving anyways due to some bad dice being rolled. Oh, this is only the first turn, though, I just remembered. You'll have another one coming in the actual attack phase. And Sanctity, which he kind of needs with Valyria down to 5.
Yep, I'm really hoping Helmaw survives here. I specifically set things up to try to protect him, but it's a perfectly timed, versatile turns. Let's see.
Didn't attack, though. Just used the extra attack to move the priest in.
Want to protect Helmaw, and I want to attack Valyria and take advantage of that love sanctity.
Yeah, it definitely helps you more than it helps him, because you have that greater access to ping damage. Wow, very nice. Moving the Magcog out so you can put the barricade in. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. Very clever.
If I had had that 1 more damage from that workshop,
Yeah, that could have been the
Could be
game right
over.
there. But 2 cards left in hand. Or no, I'm sorry, 4 in hand, 2 magic. DQI is getting pretty low on his deck also, but now there's a lot of hit points between you and Valeria.
Helma is my hope. With a modular on Helma, I'm hoping to protect him the next turn.
Sanctity's still active for 1 more turn.
Oh, I double up on modular. It's a desperate play at this point on the Ember Cog, so I can pop Helma off and still protect him.
Ah, right. Use Helma's ability to switch and then use Embercog's ability to switch it back.
Finally get rid of that annoying
Pretty
gate.
useful, and you know that wall could be 1 damage that you really need at some future turn.
If Helma survives here, I'm feeling okay. That's what I was thinking.
Really, even with all those enemy units on the board.
I mean, not feeling great, but
Okay.
feeling like I might still have a chance. Is what I'm
Okay.
feeling.
This is really
Valeria's
coming
still
down to
far
it. Here
back,
comes the
and
second
then
oblige.
This is the killing blow here.
Yeah.
Oblige,
Pulling your Embercog out of
Embercog.
position. Yep.
And then he Albust his
Uh-huh.
he Albust his Arbiter of Justice, so it won't die either.
To now I'm gonna push it up to attack Helma.
Yep, and at this point, the game is over. I dirtle around a little bit. I think I only have a Embercog still in hand, and that workshop and a gate, and that's all I have.
Hmm. And if Cassia comes out, then you're gonna be really hard pressed to make any progress against those commons.
One health. Not to say DQ I might have played differently if I had gotten 1 extra damage on with that workshop.
Well,
attack,
that's possible. EQI uses Valeria's dictate ability so well.
so effectively.
You know, I think when I play High Elves, I'm so frequently just thinking about how can I deal damage with it. But even just the repositioning of his own units is really impressive. Ooh, that hurts.
Salt in the wound at this point.
Yeah, yeah. He's still playing it really safe, even though you have no cards left.
Just,
not taking any chances.
Just retreat.
Yeah.
1 health. Afford to be safe. All I need is a turn where he doesn't attack me, and then Valeria would die. But
Yeah.
I have too much out on the board.
And he's really slow rolling you here. Didn't even attack your workshop or your barricade with his Arbiter of Peace or the Attendant Priest. Just taking 1 attack a turn, give Cassia time to heal everybody up.
Yep, and I can't attack him in this position, so I'm going to start taking damage.
Yeah.
Slow and painful death.
Going back the other way? Maybe Embercog attacked your own barricade now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of had to.
Forged have a lot of tricks, but I'm all out of cards. Down to 1 health. I was close.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm 1 for 2 now with DQI in this tournament, so that's something, right?
You didn't consider just moving the Embercog over 1 more so it could at least have 3 attack? I'm not sure at this point it would have made a difference, but...
If I moved, yeah, closer, the Arbiter of Justice would have added its effect on the Embercog.
Oh, that's true. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much at this point, so...
It doesn't matter. The game was over after that turn.
After he got Helma, yeah. Yeah. Even now, he's not attacking your workshop. Might as well keep that Arbiter of Justice at full health. I suppose your chance here is that somehow he messes up and finds himself in a position where he is unable to attack an enemy unit, in which case you would still win the game.
Yep, but I need to keep attacking him, which...
Right. You can only do that for so many turns. And he is not allowing you to get away with that. He is moving his force up a little bit now, so that he is in range of your 10 gate. Or could just win the game here. Eh, not quite. At last, the inventor, he's run out of inventions. Just gonna have to try to whack somebody with his wrench.
He fought hard, but alas.
He did fight, alas, yes. Okay, High Elves get the win. Yeah, the end game kind of took a while for everything to settle down, but yeah, I think if we maybe go back to that crucial turn here, let's see where we were on that one. Is it even back as far as? Oh boy, a lot of turns to finish this off. Trying to find Helma. There we go.
Yeah, this turn here was.
This is the one. Yeah,
turn.
that oblige. It's really an amazing event. Can grab somebody from 3 spaces away, regardless of what walls or units or anything is in between, to get at the precious target here.
The oblige, but then also the attack to push the Arbiter of Justice forward to kill the Helma on the same turn. That 1-2 punch there is, yeah.
Well, it was. Maybe I'll just replay from the start of turn 20. There was actually, I think, a fair amount of risk involved for Valyria here, just because if you failed to kill the Embercog, then probably just lose the game. So you would have had to use the push on the Embercog to kill it, right. And then Helma would be safe. So that was another aspect of this that he had to hit this. I guess it would have been 4 out of 5. And then 2 out of 3 here. But his positioning here, you know, it's got the Arbiter of Peace is up here, out of range. You in general, I found DQI's positioning of the different arbiters, it's just really amazing. It seems like somehow he's always got every piece just exactly in the spot where it needs to be and not slightly off.
And against the Forged, he's so effective at positioning his guys to fill in the gaps that I would be using Forged and Flames in. And yeah, I just felt helpless at times. So well played.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, SoopaSte. I'm sorry your tournament run has come to an end, but hopefully we can see you again in next season.
Yep, I hope so too. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you with us here. And thanks to all of our viewers. We look forward to seeing you next time for the finals of Season 5 of Faction Masters.